Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Successful Woman's Mindset. My name is Galit Ventura-Rozen, and I am excited to have another fabulous author with me today from the collaboration book, The Successful Woman's Mindset, 21 Journeys to Success. Welcome, Yolla.
Thank you for having me.
I'm excited to have you and just to share a little bit about Yolla, and you'll learn a lot more about her on the website and also, of course, in the book. Yolla Alsbaugh is an independent life insurance broker for Family First Life. Yay! So we're going to jump right in and we're going to ask you what I ask all the authors first. When you hear the phrase, the successful woman's mindset, what comes to mind? What do you think of?
I think it's a lifestyle.
I love that.
I think you adopt it in all forms of your life, and I think it applies on all fronts.
I love that. So when you think of someone that has the successful woman's mindset, what do you think their characteristics are? Or what do you think it is aside from them incorporating it in all areas of their life?
I think it's somebody that overcomes a lot. I
Yes.
don't think we're all, I think it's somebody that's resilient, that knows that there is a purpose that's out there, is that knows that there's a greater push for humanity and for why we're out here. So it's a mindset that you adopt every day, and whether it is spiritual or educational or professional, it's a mindset, and it's successful.
It really could be all of that. I've seen it. I've seen so many different forms of the successful woman's mindset. And what I've learned in my years of owning my own business and also writing books and stuff on this topic is that it really is what you conform it to be. So I love your definition, Yolla, because it could be professional, it could be personal, it could be business, it could be anything, and it could be all of that.
That's right.
Absolutely. I love that. And I like the word that you use, lifestyle. I think that you're right. It really is adapting a lifestyle. I almost compare it to working out or choosing to be healthy. Why? Because you've got to adapt it into a lifestyle. It's not something that you get used to overnight, and it's not something that's easy.
That's
Would you
true.
agree that having the successful mindset takes time and isn't easy as well?
Oh gosh, it takes time, it takes energy, it takes, a lot of belief and a lot of prayers, I think.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a straight slope, as they say,
No, it would
there's a
be
lot
so
of ups and
nice.
downs.
I think that there's a reason that it's not a straight slope. I would love to hear what you think about this, but I think that to know what success is, we need to know what failure is. To know what we love to do, we've got to know what we don't love to do. Because, in all honesty, if we didn't and we all just skyrocketed to success, think about it. If everybody was at the same level of success, it would be average, wouldn't it?
Very true. Very, very true.
It's fun to kind of look at things a little bit differently. Well, let's go ahead and jump into your chapter. I'm really excited about having your chapter in this book. I think it was so necessary. And what was so great about this book is it attracted exactly what it needed. And each author is so different, but so alike and has their own story. And your chapter title is called Completing Myself, A Journey of Infertility, and Rebirth. So why that chapter and why that title?
Um, I think everybody kind of goes through something in their life that kind of defines them. It defines their destiny, defines their path. Excuse me if I get a little emotional.
It's okay.
I wear my
Emotion
heart
means
on my
passion,
sleeve.
baby.
That's
Doesn't it,
right. That's
Yolla?
right. And when I thought about it, and I thought about everything that this journey has brought me here, I felt like it's time for me to talk about it, and if it can help somebody else, help them know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, that things do get better. Um, I felt that it was time for me to speak my truth. So
I
that's
love
why
that.
I wanted it.
There's something so powerful about having that ability and knowing that it's time to speak your truth. I mean, what has that done for you personally?
Oh gosh. On a professional business, I am able to be a little bit more vulnerable now as a person. I'm able to understand a lot more, struggle it's definitely humbling. It's turned my life around in so many ways, as long as I was able to heal. And that was the biggest gap for me, is because when I was actually able to heal myself. A lot of
Mhm.
times we tend to put things under the rug and push them away, thinking that we're just gonna, forge on to whatever it was. And addressing a lot of the situations, and being truthful with myself, was what catapulted all of it. So
I love that you use the word healing, and I want to talk about that a little bit more before we jump into the next question, because I think as women, we have a tendency to just kind of sweep it under the carpet. We're fine. We're fine. We got this. We go to work. We wake up in the morning. We take care of our loved ones. That to-do list is done every day. And then we don't take care of ourselves.
that's right.
In this journey of healing, if somebody that's listening or watching said to you, Yola, how can I work on healing myself from the past and things that I've gone through that I still find that are impacting me negatively and not allowing me to do the things I want every day? What kind of advice or what would you share with them?
I know it sounds cliche, but always look for the silver lining. I don't think any of us go through anything that's not meant to shape us in any way or form. Like, we are supposed to be going through whatever it is that the struggle is, right? Because everybody has their own struggle, and
Do.
mine might be infertility, but for others it is motherhood in itself. So as long as we see the silver lining in that, you're a warrior, you're here because you're supposed to be learning from it, not because it's supposed to break you.
Oh, that was very powerful. That gave me chills. We're here because you're supposed to learn from it, not because it's supposed to break you. If anything, if you take anything away today from this interview, ladies, take that away. Many of us have, I know myself, when I went through some of the most challenging things in my life, I've had back of the walk-in closet in fetal position crying like I was going to die. I mean, that's how drastic it was. And I know many people can appreciate and have experienced it as well, and maybe you as well, Yola. But that fetal position, crying like the world is never going to get better, and you're just done with it. Now, God forbid, never did I ever have thoughts of being done with it. It's just that at that moment, it feels like it's never going to feel better. So if anybody's listening or watching, do know it does get better. I'm an example of that. Yola's an example of that. My other 19 authors are examples of that. We've all had journeys, experiences, failures, successes, and we're sitting here. I know where Yola's going, and I know how much she's thriving in her life and in her business. And it's been so much fun watching you the last few years, Yola. Oh my
Thank you.
gosh, you're just like this bright light that's coming out of her shell from one of those first breakfasts when we had, remember? And we
Oh
just started
God, yes.
getting to know you.
Yeah.
So when somebody that's listening or watching thinks, I'm alone, I'm the only one going through this, what can we share with them to help them?
Well, you're never alone. The great thing about reaching out to people and actually having a sisterhood and a network is God just kind of puts people in your life that have gone through similar experiences that, can walk you through a lot of it. I've been very fortunate to have a lot of, strong-minded women and men that have shaped my life. So reaching out and actually talking to people it's not taboo. Like, go out there and talk to someone, because somebody's gone through it. And
Yeah.
somebody will say something that it'll click, and it'll just start that process.
And as many women as there might be that don't want to listen and don't want to support you, there are more women that do. Because one
Okay.
of the things I hear a lot is cutthroat, doesn't want to listen, whatever. You're not finding the right people.
That's
You're
right.
just not. Because I know, and Yola knows, that there's a whole group of people out there that want to uplift you, empower you, hold you. When Yola's sitting in this chapter and writing something that's so vulnerable and an experience that she has with infertility and rebirth, I love that you use the word rebirth, because I think that this chapter is not just for women that have dealt with infertility. I think this chapter is for any woman that has experienced any challenge in her life. Infertility is your example, is your challenge. So
That's
I
right.
don't want people to pass this chapter up because that's not what they've gone through. Because I read this chapter a few times in the editing process, and I'm going to tell you, I have 3
Mhm.
kids and I have gotten so much out of your chapter. So
Thank
it's
you.
real important that people recognize that, and they recognize that there's powerful lessons in here. So look at it as, what's the challenge I'm going through? What's the challenge I've gone through? And how can I, as you said, rebirth, which is so great, Yolla. Thank you for sharing that. So let's go ahead and share with everybody something fun or something interesting that you want people to know about you that they might not know.
Ooh, so I have gotten kind of addicted to big mugs lately. Everywhere I go, I'm looking for those big motivational mugs.
Oh my gosh, how much fun. Oh God, so like the 24-ounce ones or something?
Yep, yep. The ones that
And
say
they,
like "boss babe" and just motivational ones. Honestly, because when I wake up, I have ones that say "hello beautiful" on them now, and I feel like that's gotten me so, like, I never thought I was gonna be that person, you know what I mean? But it helps. It helps and it motivates me. So I'm kind of on a kick and an obsession of them right now.
do you know that I actually have that love too?
No way.
Now, it doesn't have to be the 24-ounce, but it's the inspirational ones. So, for
Yeah.
example, when we went to SeaWorld, I picked up 2 mugs, and one of them has, the handle has a shape of a whale, one has the shape of a dolphin, and it might say, start your day with a splash, or like, it's
Oh,
just,
cute.
yeah. And then I also have huge, bigger mugs that say hope or dream or
Yep.
believe. I'm
Yep.
exactly the same way. I think it's because we probably drink a lot of tea or coffee. I do
Yep.
tea, and we start every morning with that mug in our hand. But what a brilliant way to share an affirmation or reminder with yourself. So,
True.
ladies, if you're listening or watching, think of a way. Some people take lipstick and write on their mirrors. Have you
Yeah.
seen that, Yolla?
Yes, I've seen it. I'm a little too neurotic about my
Me
lipstick.
too. Me too. I won't be doing that because just the idea of getting that lipstick off.
Right.
Now, talk to me about an erasable marker or something. Let's talk.
Yeah.
But I'm a little bit funny about my mirror. We probably got that from our moms, by the way, just so you know.
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
my mom would
With
kill
our
me and pink.
cultures, we totally
Yeah,
got that from our moms.
that's true.
Yeah, yeah. But I love, my office is covered, my home office and my work office is covered in inspirational signs, so I can look at them. So I love that you shared about your big mug. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to find you a good mug now. I'm excited. When I'm out and about, I'm gonna look for one. What I would love for you to share before we go with everybody is how they can get a hold of you, learn more about working with you. You are going up the ranks right now at Family First Life. You are killing it in the region. You've got your team. You are really working it, and you're helping so many people with life insurance. Can you please share a little bit about if there's any other products that you offer as well, and how people can get a hold of you to work with you?
Yes, I actually deal with mortgage protection and I deal with final expense life insurance.
Perfect.
The great thing about what I'm doing with Family First, especially, excuse me, is I'm able to mentor agents as well.
Yes.
I'm able to help them. I'm able to structure something that is so important. Excuse me, I've got a tickle in my
I
throat.
know. It's all allergies, Yola. It's just so bad right now.
Yeah, and of
I'm
course it's
sitting
going to happen
here
right as this.
constantly clearing my throat or putting myself on mute so I don't cough in your face.
Yeah, that's great. I'm sorry. But it's been a journey of growth as well because I'm able to mentor agents and I talk to families about something that's just so important.
Yeah.
I went on YouTube, excuse me, on GoFundMe the other day, and I was searching funerals, and there's over 1 million GoFundMe's for funeral expense because when people die, people are just not, their families are not prepared. So I pride myself in actually having those tough conversations. I've, found my calling with this career and I am truly blessed with everything, but it has taken this long of a journey. So if anybody would like this interesting and beautiful career with just thriving right now, I'm actually a platinum producer and yes, my team is growing. I've been very, very blessed. You can email me at viplifeagent@gmail.com, or my personal cell phone number is 702-994-6070. I'm actually on social media as well, Instagram, Facebook, the works. So just feel free to reach out and I'll be more than happy to help.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that information. And before we go, I want to share with everybody that to purchase the book, you can visit thesuccessfulwomansmindset.com, or you can go online at Amazon or any online book retailer. The name of the book is The Successful Woman's Mindset, 21 Journeys to Success. We have 21 authors, which includes myself. So 21 chapters that will absolutely inspire you, motivate you. And what's really fun is you'll be able to relate to so many stories that we have. So thank you for watching another episode of The Successful Woman's Mindset and listening. Thank you, Yolla, for being part of this book. Thank you for sharing your fabulousness with us.
Are you kidding? I wanted to thank you for all of it. You have been just such a light and such an inspiration in my life, and I can't thank you enough. Our friendship and everything that we're about to do with this book, I'm just so excited about, and I'm truly thankful.
I appreciate you. I appreciate us. I appreciate the journey. And thank you for those sweet words. I'll send you the $20 tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. And we'll see you next time. Bye.